It is frigid out. I am in eastern Montana, and it is as cold and miserable out as it is beautiful. I decided to take a little break from hunting and do a video on winter camping in the Winnebago Ekko in below zero temperatures, which is what we have right now. And this is also a video good for other people camping in other rigs, because I will give tips on camping in these cold temperatures. And I've been doing this for 33 years, so I've kind of dialed it down. I spend a lot of time here in Montana doing it. So I'd say let's get inside and get warm before I freeze. Clearly the doggies are not too excited, and that is probably the greatest challenge, is camping with dogs. Would be a lot easier if I didn't have these two little guys with me. But I'll talk about that as well, and what you can do to make their life a little better. I'm gonna try to do this video while I make breakfast. And the first thing that I've noticed while making breakfast is that I'm out of my cleaning solution. And here is the first tip for winter camping: is you want to winterize your camper. I hear a lot of people talk about keeping them with the heater on and just, you know, having water in there, and it's a very dangerous thing. Right now, one of my bottles froze in the garage, and there's so many things that can go wrong when you don't have your rig winterized, and you could really have some problems if something fails. The heater could possibly fail. I think what happened in the garage, I left one vent closed, and so everything froze in there. It's just you can't make mistakes, or things can't fail if you don't winterize it. The heater turned off a couple times during this trip, and I woke up in the middle of the night with freezing temperatures. So first tip is winterize your rig. And what I do for washing dishes, which is maybe the greatest challenge, is I do a cleaning solution of 1/3 vinegar, white vinegar, 1/3 peroxide, and 1/3 alcohol. And that way I don't need any water. I just use paper towels to clean them, and I'll show you how that works. But anyways, first tip. The next tip is try to keep the temperature as low as possible in the camper. Right now I have the thermostat set at 62. However, the actual temperature inside is 54, and it kind of fluctuates. But high temperatures create condensation, and then it really drains your battery. If I didn't have my two wimpy dogs that get super cold, I probably would have much colder temperatures inside. Probably would be like maybe like 50 degrees inside, maybe even like colder. And then at night, especially, you want to try to do as low as possible. I used to do 40 degrees back in the days that I had a camper where I could keep the dogs warm. I had a special box for them. So it is important that you keep that temperature down so that you don't get all the condensation. And if you do get a lot of condensation, what you want to do is just crack a window or something, let some air out. So that's what I used to do at night in one camper that had problems with condensation. The Ekko has been really pretty impressive. I haven't noticed any condensation. I have heard people talk about it, but in my case, it has stayed pretty dry. So I was surprised, because the propane usually is a wetter heat than like the diesel heaters that I had, for example, in the Winnebago Rebel. And I know a lot of people have changed the actual Truma heater for the S-Bar. I don't think it's necessary. I'm really loving this heater. It's quiet and it's works great. It's efficient and it doesn't use too much battery. And battery is another thing. You want to have a lower temperature so you're not draining those batteries. So keep it cold, keep it cold. That's the key. As I'm editing my video now in Mexico, I escaped the winter, I realized that I wasn't very clear about a few things. And the first thing is I want to specify that you want to winterize your rig if you're camping in temperatures, I would say below 20 degrees, maybe a little bit lower. If you're camping in temperatures above that, if something fails, things don't freeze quite that quickly. But in those temperatures that I was experiencing, things will freeze very quickly. I've got this fly that has been driving me crazy all day long, and it's just a very fast fly. I've tried to kill it a few times. So that's a kind of a distinction that I wanted to make. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the temperatures inside. I set the thermometer at 62, or the thermostat at 62. And however, the floor, it's so cold in there that probably the temperature waist high is in the high 40s. And that is why I'm wearing, coming back, I'm wearing still everything making breakfast, is because I was out for 2 hours in below 0 digits, and takes me about 2 hours to warm up from a hunting trip like that, or a hunting outing like that. The other thing that I want to talk about is I wasn't very clear about the battery use. You will drain your batteries because the motor and the fan in the heater is running non-stop. In those temperatures, the heater never stops. And so that's what will drain the batteries. And there is so little solar because the sun is so low on the horizon that you're not going to get a lot of recharge from your solar. So that is a consideration. The other consideration is that you're going to be using a lot of propane. And I was burning between 1 and 2 gallons a day of propane. And that's a lot of propane. It goes a lot faster than you think. And if you run out of propane and your rig is not winterized, you're not going to have enough time to get back before everything freezes. If you've noticed that your control panel outside with the water and where the gray tank comes out, it is not insulated. So that area will freeze really fast, and that's where everything is. It's kind of the heart of your water controls. And then all the lines inside. I mean, it would be a very big mess if things freeze. So with that little intermission, let's go back to eastern Montana. So while we wait for the coffee, I want to show you a little bit of how I have this set up. It's a little bit of a mess because it is a working van, but having this curtain here is imperative. I also have the shades on the windows, and the cab, there is ice in the cab inside, like the doors are all iced up, and I mean, it is cold in that cab. So you do have to have this for winter camping in the Ekko, which is unfortunate because it gets super tight. Right now I'm just here with the dogs, so Susie's not here, and makes it quite a bit easier. But the dogs are usually off the couch dogs. However, winter camping, they get to sleep on this seat here. When Argo allows both dogs to be here because he can be a total jerk, not let the little guy sleep with him. So little guy has also, when Argo doesn't let him be there, has a bed that is triple layered. And it's got top pad, and then usually I put this on the bottom, but right now it's right there. And then so it has 3 pads for insulation. And the reason is because, and I hope Winnebago sees this, the floor is very poorly insulated and my feet are freezing right now. And if you touch the floor, and I will do readings of all these places, and the coldest is right here. It is super cold in there. Actually, this water bottle is freezing there, so I have to keep moving it. And if I take this out, you can see that there is ice back there. The snow here never melts. So the floor is the big problem in the Ekko when you are camping in minus digits. And it looks like in the new Ekkos, they have added insulation to this area here. If you guys have watched my Baja hot weather video, this was really, this part here got really hot. And however, I'll show the readings later. This is now really staying pretty well insulated. So that is a little bit about the the setup here. It gets tight in here without having that front cap, and it's really kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let me show you now how the kitchen works with a winterized rig. So in the sink, I have this collapsible bowl, and I will put the link on the description, but it's quite large, and that's where all the water will drain, and then I empty it outside. And then I have these containers here that have the little spigot. So right now it's empty, and my other one is frozen, so I'm actually using a water bottle because I have a little problem there. And then I will show you guys how these dishes will wash with my cleaning solution. So I use no water for washing dishes, which is very important. And so let's do some dishwashing, and then we'll go to the bathroom, and I'll show you how I use the winterized bathroom. Wash dishes, my favorite thing, washing dishes. We're gonna start with this bowl that has avocado. And the first thing that you wanna do, you wanna take all the big stuff off with one piece of paper towel. So we'll do that first. There we go. So that is the first thing that already kind of got it pretty clean. And then here's the spray. And look at the beauty here. I mean, that is pretty darn clean, and it's even faster than using water. So this is the waterless method for cleaning dishes, and I won't show you how the avocado bowl is done because I think you get the point. So very, very good tip for winter camping. And now we're gonna go to the bathroom. Click. Let's go in the bathroom, and here we are. This is what we have in the bathroom, and yes, that is me. But water bottle, and then I've learned this from the Fit RVers, and thanks guys, this thing is awesome. This is basically a bidet, and it works really well. And also, it's also really great for cleaning the toilet. You just add water, and I am Italian, and Italians are used to bidets. I grew up with one in my house, and I find it really hard not to have one, so I have to have a clean butt at all times, and this is a great little tool. And ladies and gentlemen, there is no showering when you are winter camping, unfortunately. So this is all you get. You get a clean butt, and you know, you can do some like armpit washing and stuff like that, but pretty minimalist, so you don't want to be winter camping for too long. And then here is the key item, and the way this thing works is like this. You pump it, and then we do use the toilet during winter camping, which is pretty awesome because we have that special little tool there. And basically this turns into a sprayer. Let's see, and it cleans everything after you do number 1, after you do number 2, and if you even have a number 3, you can probably clean it, or number 4, whatever number you want to clean, that thing does it. And it really is a key. I bought this in Mexico, so I'm not sure. I'm sure there is items just like it in the States, but I use this for so many things. I use it for washing my reels. I use it for spraying salt off items like tires and things, not tires, but like rims or brakes or whatever you want to use it for. Super handy little tool. And that's about it for winter camping with the bathroom. You don't get to use much of the bathroom, but when you brush your teeth, you have that bottle there, and then you gotta spit in there. There's no water going down the drain, so that's kind of the way it works. All right, I think now we're about ready to start taking some readings of temperatures. There we go. The edge of this curtain is a very drafty area and cold, and not a good place to put your boots. Curtain works really well, and the overhead compartment is well insulated, which I was very pleased because it's actually better insulated than the walls. Ceiling is a good insulation. I'm happy with the numbers that I get there. Floor, oh my god, the floor is cold. This is really the weak point. Walls are decent, 45. I wish it was a little bit better. You can see the difference where the cabinet is. Windows, okay. Dog area is 46, so not super warm. Door at 41, it's okay. And then here's where we get cold, very cold. 17, ouch. 13, ouch. And 13 again. People talk about how cold that passenger edge there is, and sure enough, 37, and it is because of the frame from the awning. I would not want to lay against that, that's for sure. The rest of the bedroom is pretty good, or decent, I would say, like the rest. 46, 46, 47, 48, 45 with the curtains closed, 48. Bathroom is probably the warmest area in the whole rig, and I just go there to brush my teeth and do a few other things. Dogs are definitely a challenge, and these boys start shivering at 55 degrees, so they wear jackets at all times. And the Astro spot is the warmest because that's where all the vents are, and of course he will block them all. These Herta jackets are the best I could find, and they are very warm. And Argo, I get a sleeping bag on him, and he's been really good about staying underneath it, so he stays warm. This is why we do these tests. As you can see, with the curtains up, you gain close to 4 degrees, which everything helps. Another tip I want to give you is bring nice warm camp shoes and camp pants when you're winter camping. You want to have insulated shoes because the floors are always cold, pretty much in every campers that I've had, but this one is particularly cold. Just to give you an idea of how cold that floor gets, this thing is frozen. Feet are numb from being cold, so something has to be done about the floor. I'll have to figure something out. In conclusion, can you camp in a place as cold as Montana with the Winnebago Ekko? And the answer is absolutely. However, the reason why I'm here in Mexico is because it isn't that much fun. I believe that if you're going for maybe like 2 days, 3 days, it's fine, but for extended times, it really isn't that fun. If you're camping in maybe 20 degrees or above where you don't have to, or you can try not to winterize your rig, I think it's fine to winter camp, but you're still losing that area with the curtain, which, by the way, I love this curtain. I know a lot of people are getting these aftermarket ones, and this thing works really well. It gives you access to the stuff upstairs or on the cubby there, which I use a lot, and it actually insulates pretty well. It's a little bit short. I wish it was a little bit longer to where it kind of draped down a little more, but it really does work. So yeah, so winter camping in below 20 degrees is work, and you decide after seeing this video if you would like to camp that way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am putting together a bunch of new videos right now. I've got so much stuff in this hard drive, it's not even funny. But one is Sprinters on Fire Part 3, which has become actually quite the project, and it'll probably take probably a couple months, if not more, to put it together. And then I just finished the installation of Van Compass 4.3 suspension on this new rig, and I was looking for a DIY video to see how that was done, and I couldn't find anything. So I filmed every single step, which I think a lot of you guys might be interested who might want to do it themselves. And I'll also be talking about using these Van Compass suspensions, and why I went from a 6.3 on my previous rig to a 4.3. And I will also be doing a video on how I got out of that place in eastern Montana after a big winter storm blocked a few sections of the road. And so yeah, make sure... Hi Astro. Astro didn't knock down the camera, that's pretty good. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and don't miss out on all these many videos that I have in these hard drives. Hopefully I'll find time to edit it while I'm here in Mexico.